Hey guys, and welcome back to another review video. I'm Marty, and today I want to show you a compression plugin. A company called Baby Audio contacted me. They reached out to me if I could do a review of their compression plugin. And it's actually quite a special plugin because it has a little twist to it. It's actually doing all the parallel compression routing for you. You just have to insert it, and how that works and how it sounds, we're gonna check out now. Alright, so what I said in the intro, this plugin is actually doing all the routing for you. If you know me and if you know my videos, I'm quite a big fan of parallel compression, especially on drums. Of course, vocals, sometimes also bass, but drums and vocals are quite key to me. Parallel compression, you can bring certain elements of the drums really to life, creating a little bit more impact, get the vocals a little bit stand out more in the mix or they sit better in the mix. And we're gonna check that out here with a song that I prepared. So let's play it a little bit.
Sing it out loud, gonna get back, honey. Sing it out loud, get away with me.
Quite something wide drums.
On a trip back, honey. Sing it out loud and let yourself free.
Solo just the drums. And if you know me, I quite like to use hardware compression in the parallel mode. So I have on a console, for example, kick and snare track, and I route that to two other tracks that have a compressor inserted. And what you want to do with parallel compression is to really spank it, to really kind of kill the transients almost, but to really overcompress it. And when you sneak that really hard compressed signal underneath the original one, you get a much thicker sounding, for example, kick drum, snare drum, or you use it on the bass. And we're gonna do this here on the whole drum bass. So let's solo just the drums. So what we want to do now with the parallel compression is to get quite a bit more impact of the overall drums, so they stand out in the mix a little bit, but not with too much transient, so they don't stick out, especially when you use a mix bus compressor and it reacts too much to that. So let's see what this plugin is actually doing. And we have here the New York style parallel compressor. It's called the iHeart New York. The history behind the parallel compression is that the audio engineers in New York first started using the technique of parallel compression. And so this is also sometimes called the New York style compression, or hence the parallel compression. So as you can see, plugin looks quite easy to use. You got just 4 different knobs or sliders. So you got a spank knob, you got a slider where you can mix in the parallel compression, you got an output knob and a solo mode. When we look at the plugin itself and what it's actually doing, so you have an incoming signal that going directly to the output, which is obviously the original signal. And internally in this plugin, and this is actually quite neat, it does all the routing for you. So it creates basically a duplicate track of your audio and it parallel compresses it, which is here the spank. As you can read here, it's quite a high ratio compression with a transient-friendly envelope, so it doesn't kill all the transients. And there's also a bit of EQ. I sometimes also do this with the hardware. When I have it inserted on a track, I use a little bit of EQ, sometimes pull back the low end a little bit. And then it gets mixed in back with the volume into the output, and they're combined again, and you have parallel compression going on. So let's check out the drums, and I'm gonna insert or activate the plugin then. So as you can see, I already dialed in some settings. Maybe let's solo it so you can hear just the parallel compression and really spank it, for example. We get rid of the percussion. compression and full mixed in, but just the parallel compression. So what they recommend doing is here on the first meter, you want to drive the spank as much as the first line of the reds. So let's try that without the solo mode. So this is with less parallel compression. Let's deactivate it. So that would be quite too much actually, but just you can hear what it's actually doing. So I already created here a drum bass spank with those settings. So let's listen to the whole song, because this is actually the important factor, to listen to the whole, what this plugin is doing now to the drums. So first without, and then I'm gonna bring it in.
Sing it out loud, gonna get back, honey. Sing it out loud, get away with me. Sing it out loud on a trip back, honey. Sing it out loud and let yourself free.
So as you obviously can hear, the drums have much more vibe to them. You can not only hear it better, but with the parallel compression, the kick and the snare, they hit much harder. And overall, the drums sit quite better in the mix, I think. And as you can see, it's very easy to use. You just have basically two knobs that you have to play around with the spank and the slider here to bring the parallel compression and mix it in. And yeah, those were the drums, and let's head on to the vocals. All right, so let's listen to the vocals in solo a little bit.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the tick city. It's really hot, done a little bit sour. We're getting your strength to maximum power, flying away from reality. Whatever ever happened to gravity? I see it clear as shooting star, and we're gonna sing it like da da da.
So as you probably can hear, I mean, there is output compression going on, so there is obviously no compression plug in here. I use 1176 and a 2A for that as outboard equipment. But as you can hear, sometimes the low parts get a little bit lost. You probably can do that with automation, but it's quite easy to do with parallel compression actually. And I normally do this with a parallel compressor. I have a FMR RNC unit for that. So really spank it and then I mix it in. And let's see what the plugin is actually doing.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the tick city. It's really hot, done a little bit sour. We're getting your strength.
All right. So let's see what the parallel compression is doing.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the tick city. It's really hot, done a little bit sour. We're getting your strength to maximum power, flying away from reality. Whatever ever happened to gravity? I see it clear as shooting star, and we're gonna sing it like da da da. I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the tick city. It's really hot, done a little bit sour. We're getting your strength to maximum power, flying away from reality. Whatever ever happened to gravity? I see it clear as shooting star, and we're gonna sing it like da da da. I'm on my way.
So that would be just a standard compressor. If you use it in solo mode, you can, of course, use it just like you would normally use a compressor. You have here the spank, which controls your ratio and the compression. And then you have a mix control knob again. And this would be just standard compression, so you can use it obviously also in the solo mode. So without it,
it's really hot, down a little bit sour. We're getting your strength to maximum power, flying away from reality.
sounds actually quite nice, I have to say.
To gravity. I see it.
So for a very easy to use compressor, this sounds quite interesting. And let's try it in the parallel mode again.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the chicks today. It's really hot, down a little bit sour. We're getting your strength to maximum power, flying away from reality. Whatever ever happened to gravity? I see it clear as shooting star, and I'm really gonna sing it like that.
Let's try my setting that I used before here.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the chicks today. It's really...
All right, let's listen to the first part again where she says make it big without it.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make...
And with.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big.
So it's have much more impact on the big.
I'm on my way, gonna make it big. I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the chicks today. It's really hot, down a little bit sour. We're getting your strength to maximum power, flying away from reality. Whatever ever happened to gravity? I see it clear as shooting star, and I'm really gonna sing it like da da da. I'm on my way, gonna make it big, gonna make these songs for the chicks today. It's really hot, down a little bit sour. We're getting your strength to maximum power, flying away from reality. Whatever ever happened to gravity?
All right, this is actually surprisingly good. It's very easy to use, obviously, and I think this might be a quite useful tool when you have to get a really fast solution for parallel compression to bring out certain elements. It probably works also great on bass, but I'm a big fan on drums and vocals. And well, all I can say is thumbs up to that plugin. I have in the description the link to the website below. There's also of course, a demo version of that. So just try it out if it's something for you. As far as I can see here, I can really recommend it. It's very easy to use, very handy. And yeah, I like it. So hope I could give you a good review about that. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, we're gonna see you in the next video.